What's going on, guys? It's James The Yorkshire Modeller back with you again. We now have issue 2 of the Build the Titanic from Hachette. So with issue 2, they give us a little screwdriver. Look at that. They're giving us a little screwdriver. I do think we actually get like an Allen key set as well for doing the front when we get the bow built together. We will find out. So with issue 2, I do love the cover artwork on this as well. I think it looks great. So with issue 2, the Titanic Tragedy is the article that's mainly covered, and the watertight bulkheads, which I mentioned in that video in the issue 1. Bruce Ismay, the owner of the White Star Line, haute cuisine Italian style. So just a bit about the food on board, and then you get porthole section, bow, upper and lower. You get the Titanic nameplate, which is just look at that. Looks glorious. So we get the Titanic nameplate. We get the connecting panel, which is this one just here. And a cross-headed screwdriver and 7 6x4mm PM screws. Now the bag label has got AM on it. That's not a good start, is it? I'm sure they're the right screws. I've never had a problem with Hachette yet, and I've not seen anybody saying they've had a problem with this build, so it must be okay. Must be fine. So yeah, tip, if you find the screws are tight to fit, unscrew them and then tighten them again. Alternatively, apply a little easing oil to the thread of the screws. I always find it easier to do the tighten them then undo them a little bit, just because I work in an optician's, and that's how I generally, if I'm struggling to get a screw into a frame, I'll undo it a little bit and then do it back up again. I just find that a little bit easier. Right, I have got my instructions in front of me now, straight underneath you guys. Let's get started with the build of issue 2. So the first step of the instructions is take the upper and lower hull sections, 2A and 2B. So 2A is that one there. Nice detail. I mean, the detail on that is lovely. It is really lovely. And then it's exactly the same with the lower panel, and again, lovely detailing on that. For the starboard side of the bow, and check how they fit together. Fit them together with 2 AM screws. So I think that must just be a typo then, where it says 7 6x4mm PM screws. So if we grab 2 of these screws, and then we will just pop these 2 panels together. Nice and snug. That's that bit done. Now I'm just going to tighten up both sides, make sure they're as tight as I can get them. They are, lovely. So that is how it looks. That looks amazing. That really looks good. Wow, this model is going to be great. This model is going to be great. Then step 2, the connecting panel 2D strengthens the joint between the hull sections 2A and 2B and provides fixing points for the next sections of the hull. Check how the parts fit together so that the screw holes are aligned. Fix them in place with 4 of the screws. And Hachette have done the same thing again as they did with the Bismarck and as they've done with the Spitfire. They're giving you a spare screw. So let me get this bit done. So we have, this is your connecting panel. Now this little lug here looks like it faces towards the bottom. So if I just flip this over and flip that way, so that little ring there facing here, if I just put that on, no, that's not right. That's not right either. Right then, let's, oh, yep, yes it is. Yep, I'm being a daft. There we go. So that does line up actually. Yeah, there we go. So the 4 screw holes are 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the one at the top. But everything does line up, so it's absolutely fine. So let's get these screwed together. So that's all done. All those screws are nice and tight. So there we have the next completed stage of the Titanic. So the hull itself is going to be quite big. It's going to be along the lines of the Bismarck. It's actually longer than the Bismarck. I think it's taller than the Bismarck as well. But they are in the same scale. So when they're sat next to each other, it would be as if the Bismarck and the Titanic were sat next to each other in a dock. But that panel gap there, I mean, there is no panel gap at all. I mean, there's a minuscule panel gap. Tiny, tiny panel gap. But other than that, that looks fantastic, actually. Fantastic. Right, that's issue 2 done. So it is a nice quick issue with issue 2. With issue 3, we get parts for the reciprocating engine, including column, cylinders, crankshaft and pistons, plus a smoke generator tester. So that is all coming in the next one. Now, obviously, we don't know anything with the Titanic nameplate. I am going to put that to one side so I don't lose it. But yeah, that is it for the build-up for issue 2 of Titanic. So, guys, please remember to like, share and subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller for more weekly model building geekiness. And I will see you in the next video for issue 3 of Titanic, which will be up next week. So until then, happy modelling and stay safe. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. You can click on the link on the left for this model's playlist. You can click on the link on the right for the YouTube recommends, or you can click on the link in the centre to subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller. I'll see you next time, guys.